Stopped regular programming to bring you this important message. Envato is back again with another.
Good evening. My name is Cassandra Ruiz, reporting live from HIST News. Breaking news today as we get a report of an attack by the Japanese at Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is located in Hawaii, around 2,000 miles away from the mainland of the United States, as well as roughly 4,000 miles from Japan. It has been said that this was a surprise attack by the Japanese that occurred yesterday, December 7, 1941. This disastrous event occurred around 8 a.m. yesterday. According to one of my sources, this attack was planned due to the Japanese wanting the U.S. fleet to be intimidated into not getting involved or standing aside to allow for the Japanese to be able to conquer the Dutch and British colonies in Southeast Asia. They wanted this to happen in order to be able to conquer China, which they had been trying to accomplish for a while. This preemptive strike was on the USS Arizona, which we can see here in this photo. A 17,000-pound bomb was dropped on the USS Arizona by the Japanese, causing an explosion of the ship and around 117 sailors to be killed during this explosion. The USS Arizona sank to the bottom of the ocean, and more sailors along with it were not able to be recovered. It was a devastating beginning. Battleships Row was first targeted. All 8 of the U.S. Navy battleships suffered severe casualties. USS Utah was among one of the battleships that capsized, trapping crew members in an air bubble that formed under the bottom plate. Along with the bombing of the U.S. fleet, bombers, torpedo planes, and fighters bombed the military airfields in Oahu. This attack destroyed most of the island's air defense. Over 300 airplanes were destroyed, and in total there were 2,400 Americans who died, and another 1,000 were wounded. We have some images that we would like to show you of the attack on Pearl Harbor. In this first image, taken from the Library of Congress, here we see a dispatch that was sent from Admiral Edward Kimmel, Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. This dispatch was one that sent official word to Navy commands about the coming attack on Pearl Harbor. It states, Air raid on Pearl Harbor. This is not a drill. After a brief commercial, we will come back with more photos of the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor.
Name? Ray Baker. And your age, occupation, so forth? Be 36 next April, and I'm the chief clerk at the Cosmopolitan Hotel here in Denver. In Denver. And you came from Denver originally? I was born here. Born in Denver. Are you married? Yes, sir. I have one little girl, 5. Well, what does a married man feel about the state of this world right at the moment? Well, it kind of surprised me yesterday. I kind of thought they might iron it out diplomatically, but it seems that they were talking to us while they were making other plans and kind of sneaked up on us, I'd say. Do you feel that we were more unprepared than we should have been? Well, I think we're prepared to a certain degree, but we weren't expecting them to come in and surprise us like they did. I see. Do you feel any great resentment against...
You're back with HIST News covering the attack on Pearl Harbor. That commercial was a brief clip of one of the many interviews that were conducted after yesterday's bombing of Pearl Harbor. These interviews found in the Library of Congress were called Man on the Street, conducted starting today, December 8th, this year, 1941. Continuing our overview of the attack, we have photos of the beginning of Pearl Harbor. This second image shows wreckage of American planes that were destroyed by the Japanese in the attack. This last photo is showing the perspective of the Japanese planes that were actively bombing Pearl Harbor. We have breaking news that President Roosevelt is currently speaking on what happened at Pearl Harbor. Today is December 8th, 1941, and we will pull the live stream now.
I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Wow, you heard it from our president first. This attack has motivated the president to declare war. This is Cassandra Ruiz reporting live from HIST News Channel 8, and President Roosevelt has just declared war. We have the official speech with us now, and we pull up that image now. This is the official first draft of President Roosevelt's ask to Congress to declare war after this deadly strike on Pearl Harbor. Here we can see all of the edits made, and we are able to witness the physical speech that is about to change history. This is all we have for you today. Come back tomorrow to see what will happen next. This is Cassandra Ruiz reporting live from HIST News, Channel 8.